Isaac, you're making your debut on Slap News. Finally, your fight is out. Road to the Title 3, episode number 2. How good are you feeling right now?
I feel good. Happy with it. I mean, it was a competitive fight, but I feel like it was a good, I feel like I proved myself in that.
Awesome, man. I want to get to know the man behind who we've seen up there. Obviously, young man. Let's talk about your upbringing. Where did you grow up, and what was that like?
So I grew up near Butler, PA, which has been recently like in headlines because of the whole Trump assassination thing. But I just tell people Pittsburgh because usually they wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I grew up out here and been boxing my whole life. And that's how I got the power slap.
So Butler is where Trump had the assassination attempt. Is that what happened?
Yeah. The assassination attempt was not far from me.
Oh, crazy! How crazy was it? Around that time.
I wasn't there. I honestly I'm like 10 minutes away from Butler, so didn't really see much. But obviously, I saw the headlines. You had to be living under a rock to not see it. But totally. Yeah.
How are you as a student growing up? Did you like school? Did you not like it? Teachers
never did good in school. I mean, when I applied myself, I did, but it was never really for me. I actually dropped out in my senior year, so I just been kind of working with that.
Gotcha. Did you graduate or no?
Nope.
Okay, gotcha.
I had a boxing match coming up that I wanted to focus on, which was the reason why.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, how old were you when you started boxing?
13 or 14.
Awesome. Was that all you did exclusively, or did you play other sports as well?
Just boxing. I suck at everything else.
What drew you to boxing? What made it enticing for you?
Yeah, my friend was doing it, and I sparred him a couple of times. I was like, damn, this is kind of fun. I like getting hit. So I looked up coaches around me. I got with one, started taking classes. They asked me if I wanted to fight. I didn't even consider that. I didn't even know that was an option. Mm-hmm. And I started doing it and ended up having a lot of success.
Awesome. How young were you when you took your first match?
15, I think, or 14.
Okay, so you trained for about a year and then kind of went right at it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Was your family supportive of you going into boxing?
Yeah, they didn't think I'd stick with it, but yeah, they definitely supported. I had to pay for it on my own at first because I was doing a paper route, and they didn't want to pay for it unless they knew I was gonna stick with it.
Nice. Was that your first job being a paper boy?
Yeah, shit money.
Okay. That's actually small town stuff. I was trying to think back because I remember back in the day, I don't know what it would pay you, $2-3 a week per paper or something.
I don't even know. I think I made $100 in a year. It's stupid. No, it wasn't that bad, but I didn't even get to spend it all because my granddad would take it and make me save it.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, back in the day when they actually had printed newspapers, which seems to be so long ago now.
Yeah, right.
That's funny. So is boxing big in Butler? Is there a really good gym there that you think it kind of brought the best out of you?
Yeah, 100%. I go to Butler Cubs, and I went 2-2 in my first 4 fights. So it was looking a little rough. And I was at another gym at the time, about an hour away from me. And then I switched to Butler Cubs, and I've been 8-0 since. So definitely think that gym leveled me up, and I haven't lost since. So I definitely a good gym.
Awesome. Do you think it kind of kept you out of trouble to have an outlet to be able to express yourself?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I still find my way into trouble either way, but 100%.
What kind of trouble are you getting into?
Too much alcohol and gambling.
Okay. Well, how old are you?
22.
22. So have you only been drinking and gambling for a year?
Yep.
Too funny, my man. What's your game of choice when you're
Blackjack.
gambling? Blackjack? Okay, nice.
Yep.
When I met you in Vegas.
Yeah.
Were you playing blackjack at Power Slap 8?
No, I had spent too much money on the trip. Wasn't trying to lose anymore.
Okay.
I suck at gambling, I should say. I lose all my money every time.
Then what keeps you going back?
The thrill, I guess. I'm close to winning, Yeah. You don't lose that much and not win eventually.
I think that's everyone's mentality. That's awesome, man. But what gave you the courage to want to apply for Power Slap?
So just like throughout my 8 years boxing, I've never gotten rocked. I've never gotten wobbled. Like, granted, I've had good head movement, so that helps a lot. But as far as heavy guys, and there's gloves and headgear involved, but I still thought it meant something because, like, it's pretty uncommon for someone to go that long without getting knocked down or rocked. And I know a lot of dudes like say that, but like that's the truth. Like, I've never been wobbled. So what happened on the stage with Power Slap was first time for me. But even then, like, I still feel like my chin's really good, and that's what made me think I could do Power Slap. I don't think I can even hit hard, to be honest, or didn't think I could hit hard. Because, like, I've never been, like, a knockout puncher in boxing. I just got a good chin.
You know, are you still trying to balance a boxing career with a Power Slap career, or have you decided you're going to put boxing on hold to kind of pursue this?
No, yeah, I want to I feel like boxing is always going to be, like, right up there with Power Slap with me.
Gotcha.
So, like, I definitely want to go pro here soon.
How much similarities do you think, between a right hook and a slap?
I thought it would be close enough that, like, you know, it would been like I would have an advantage in it, given I've been practicing it for so long and, like, building those muscles right around that. But it was different because whenever I did that power cube at the Apex, I just, like, kind of threw it like a right hook, didn't wind up, and I got, like, a real low score. So that's when I was like, I got to figure out how to do this right.
Gotcha. So there's definitely not a direct correlation. You know, how do you turn pro in boxing? Do you just decide one day you're going to take a pro match? Do you have to get licensed? Like,
yeah, you do got to get licensed. But yeah, basically anyone can go pro in boxing. Basically, it's whether or not the commission approves you. But, like, it's 9 times out you'll see a lot of journeymen in boxing who aren't fighting to win. They're just fighting to show up and, like, get paid.
Gotcha. Well, I think having a record of 10-2 is probably a good sign, you know, as an amateur, that you might be very well ready to make that step, you know, at some given point here. I mean, who knows? Maybe you're a long Power Slap career ahead of you, and it'll take over. But we'll kind of see as things happen here. So you get there in Las Vegas. You know, was it the first time you've ever been in Vegas, getting there for the show?
Yep.
How was it? How did it feel? Did you feel like, maturity-wise, I mean, being a young guy, 22 years old, like, were you ready for that moment?
Yeah, I mean, I, like, rolled up to the hotel, and there's all these dudes who are, like, old as hell, mean as hell looking. I'm like, am I gonna have to fight these dudes? Like, they're looking fucking not like I do, you know? Yeah. And yeah, but I felt good when I rolled up. I still, like, I believe in myself. You know, I know my background, but yeah, Vegas was awesome. You still here?
Yeah, I'm still here, man. Yeah, but I might just put you front and center so that you get full screen. All good, my man.
But Vegas, yeah, it was awesome. Super hot though.
100%. So you get there, you find out that there's a lightweight tournament at 155. Is that your normal walk around weight, or did you have to cut to make it?
Yeah, that's what I actually had to gain weight for the fight.
Oh, you were under. You were 152. Was that when you came 152?
The morning they weighed me in, I was 152, and then I had to stuff my face with, like, bananas and chugging water to get up to 154.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not a bad problem to have, I guess. I mean, we've seen obviously the weight cut the other way be detrimental for a lot of guys, even like Ivan having to cut a tremendous amount. Or was it Ivan? The missed.
Roberto, JJ.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. J.J. Roberto. Yeah, having to cut a ton of weight. So obviously things didn't go his way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that takes a lot out of you. You're dehydrated. Like, I was confident in the fact I'm going to be, like, at my peak going into this.
Yeah. What do you think about the tournament style that they've set up to have kind of 2 rounds, having to fight, you know, back to back, you know, 7 days apart from each other? Do you know, is that something that you've gone through in boxing before? Have you kind of ever fought that close together?
Yeah. Yeah. In Golden Gloves, you'll have tournaments like that where you're fighting week to week. But it was fine. I didn't mind it. Like, my face was a little messed up for a while, but it did end up healing in time. So it was all right.
Awesome, man. What do you do outside of training for boxing? Do you take to have fun? You go to the lake, go to the beach?
Yeah. I'll be going out with friends a lot. I like to gamble, like I said. Also like investing, like stock investing. I've made a good amount of money doing that. That's about it. I mean, I don't do too much interesting stuff, I won't lie. Just kind of be hanging out. Man.
You have any insightful tips? Any stocks you think are undervalued right now?
Invest in uranium.
Okay, there we go. Get a tip from my man Isaac. Invest in uranium.
DNN. It's been making me money.
Awesome, man. Let's run through your fight. I want to kind of narrate with you the entire thing. So we see the tail of the tape, relatively similar slap scores to Reiley Montoya. Mm-hmm. When the face-off came on and you seen him, how was his energy?
I honestly thought he brought good energy. He came out more intense than I thought he would. I won't lie, but I like to see that. You know, I like to have a game opponent, obviously. But I felt good still at this point.
So round one here. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that strike?
Good. I think I could have landed it more on the chin, but definitely good.
Where did you draw inspiration from for this slap? Was it from Crazy Hawaiian? Was it from Austin?
To be honest, I didn't know much about power slap at all going into this. So when I got to the house or the hotel, I was talking to Stonier, and that's how he was telling me he does it. So I just took his word for it and did it too.
Gotcha. How worried were you about fouling? Like, did you take some off to make sure that you didn't?
I was very worried about stepping. Okay. Very worried about stepping because pivoting and turning with the punch is very common in boxing. So 100%.
Talk to me about this, lining up for, your first strike that you're going to receive.
Just sitting there ready, I don't even know what muscles I'm supposed to tense up yet. Like I'm trying to figure that out still. Like I underthought this whole thing real bad, not going to lie, but glad it worked out the way it did.
So how did that feel? Like, do you still remember this?
No, but I mean, like maybe I remember feeling like it was crazy being rocked from the first time because I knew what happened,
How crazy to watch these slow-mos back and see what actually happens.
It is. It's super funny. Seeing your eyes, it looks like you black out for like half a second. Mm-hmm.
So at this point, like if you don't remember any of this, like do you think it's just kind of like muscle memory and adrenaline that's fueling you through?
Maybe. I think I was there in the moment, to be honest, but I think it's hard for your brain to form memories while you're getting slapped.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think of this one here? Because I think this is the controversial one that they're talking about being a potential club.
Right. Yeah. I'd like to watch this one. If you'd want to watch it back. Because whenever you look at the initial moment it lands, I think it's in a good spot. I think it sounds like a slap, but I mean, people are going to say what they want. It is what it is because either way, the scorecards by going by 10-9 scoring, I would have won the fight even if they had called me for that club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we don't have the audio on here, so I can't verify that. I remember watching it. It didn't sound 100% correct to me, to just be honest.
No, it's fine.
So coming here, obviously a misplacement on his behalf. This one didn't rattle you as much. Mm-hmm. Do you think that first one kind of maybe woke you up a bit more? That we hear a lot of fighters say the fight doesn't start until you get hit the first time.
Yeah, that was the first hit's definitely shocking, 100%. It's I didn't expect him to hit as hard as he does. Because he definitely hits like a fucking truck.
Mm-hmm. Talking about Austin here, you see him hyping you up.
Yeah, I love Austin, dude. He's a sick coach. He definitely was able to get my energy up. And like I'm not even like a super hype dude. Like I don't know, I don't like to be out there screaming or anything like that. But Austin would definitely get that fire lit inside of me.
Absolutely. So we're coming into the last round here. How confident are you at this point that you did enough from what you can offensively I know you have one more to receive on the defense, but are you pretty confident if it goes to decision that you have it?
Yeah. I mean, I in the moment, like I thought I won this fight a lot more clear than it was. Like this is obviously a super competitive fight, could have gone either way. But yeah, watching it back, it was super close. But in the moment, I remember after the fight feeling like I for sure won it.
Yeah, so you go down to a knee on this one. We actually hear Austin coaching you through it, telling you to go down to a knee. You know, did that one rock you the most, you think? Or do you think it's just kind of the accumulation of the three that led to it?
Yeah, I'd say that one probably definitely rocked me the most. But yeah, Austin told me to take that knee, so I just listened.
You know, comparing it to boxing, like, is it the hardest you've ever been hit?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Did it give you a bit more of an appreciation, I guess, for the sport after seeing it? Or
yeah, I underestimated it 1,000%.
Yeah, so you talked about your face is already starting to swell up quite a bit on the left side there right now. You talked about some of that, you know, deformity. You know, when you woke up the morning after, how'd it feel?
I don't remember it being too bad. But definitely had a swollen ass face. In the house, I was drinking a lot. I won't lie. So probably helped numb the pain.
Gotcha. You know, in this tournament style, having to go fight, you know, I don't want to give anything away, but in the round 2, you know, were you worried about having, you know, at this point, you've taken 3 strikes, which looked to be great blows. Obviously, the last one put you down to a knee, to have to turn around in such short notice and be able to compete again?
No. I believe in my chin. And like, I know I got hurt. I know I'm going to make whatever fight a dog fight. You know, as long as I know I went out there and gave it my all, that's all that matters.
Awesome. You know, you get the victory, you're moving on. Are you feeling confident? Because you guys were able to size up your competitors. We've seen with the crazy Hawaiian that you were able to actually put your hand on your opponent's chin at that point, which is very rare to kind of size them up in the feeling. Like, how are you feeling right now? I'm not sure if you got to watch the other fights in the tournament to kind of know how you stood, but are you feeling like you're in a good spot?
Yeah, because I think everyone else who lost or fought got knocked out. You know, I mean, the winners didn't, obviously, but you know, me and Reiley both proved we have chins. We both proved we belong. You know, so I think he deserves a spot at Power Slap just as much as I do.
Yeah. What do you have to say about Reiley and his competitiveness?
He's a good guy, but he can definitely bring a fight. Like, he knows when to turn it on, which was nice, because we were cool with each other before the fight. But whenever we got on stage, you know, you got to do what you got to do. It's business.
Absolutely. You know, the taping of the series happened a couple months back. Have you changed any of your training to be able to be better prepared the next time we see you up there?
Yeah, I mean, just practicing the same stuff, you know, making sure my defense is on point. I know how to properly take this slap and, you know, work on my power a bit.
Gotcha. How serious are you taking it? Like, are you training every day at this? You train a couple times a week?
Yeah. I go to the gym. My gym's only open 4 days a week, but sometimes on Saturdays. So it's kind of 4 to 5 days a week.
Okay. Gotcha. I don't think I asked you earlier, but like, what do you do for a living? Like, are you working full time right now?
No, nothing at the moment.
So you're just chilling, boxing, and power slap?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Living the life.
Not a bad life, I guess. if it affords you luxury of gambling and drinking, I guess you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, my man. One last one from me. Where can people follow you on social as you continue on through the tournament here?
Isaac Guenther 02 on Instagram, and then yeah, it's about all I use, to be honest.
Awesome, Isaac. Appreciate you joining me, my man. Hopefully this is the first of many. Feel free to reach out anytime.
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Take care.